And welcome to the Writer's Life. And welcome to the Writer's Life. Hey, welcome to the Writer's Life. I don't know. Subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button. Tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one single uber exciting video. Excuse me. What is it? It's Tuesday. Coming to you on an off day, I think. I don't know, who cares? Every day is Sunday when you're a writer, right? Beautiful fall day. Still working outside here. As you can tell, I haven't been in my studio at all. I'm just soaking up the fall weather. Take this all year round, even though I like the snow too. It's very nice. I like it a lot. Stop saying Every time I say you gotta drink. You gotta do a shot. I'm not advocating for that. I'm not your mom. I'm not your dad. So, YouTube, don't come down on me. It's just a saying. Drink. So it's October 1st and a new month. And I was going through my inventory of books that are basically completed. When I say basically completed, all that's left is just a read through and an edit, like a line edit. Not a line edit, but a copy edit. Oh, geez, I said it again. Drink. Drink. This is going to get old real fast. I have something like 15 novellas and novels just sitting there. Now this takes me back to Heinlein's rules, which the great Dean Wesley Smith and my uncle Harvey Stamborough are always going on about. You know, we're like hardcore writers, right? Hardcore pulp writers, thriller writers, mystery writers, action writers, psychological suspense writers. You would think by now that we would write a book, get it out to market, keep it on the market, and which is basically Heinlein's rules, a couple more in there, and no problem, right? But what I always end up doing is I finish a book, like that fun novel I wrote over the summer, Tarantulas at 30,000 feet. And I know some people think that's goofy. It's like Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, Snakes on the Plane inspired it, but it's really good actually. And it's not moronic. And the title explains everything. So you know what you're getting. It's a blast. But it's just sitting there on my computer. That's nothing, because that I finished like in July, or maybe June or July anyway. Maybe August 1st, something like that. Drink. All right, I'll stop. I'm gonna stop. I swear to God, it's like hiccups. And I went way back, and I found like 3 Jack Marconi books, like full novels, that I wrote back in 2020, 2021. Now, what good are these books doing me sitting on my hard drive? They're not doing me any good. Not making me any money. The Steve Jobs novel I have coming out like any second, as soon as my oh Jesus, stop doing the thing. As soon as my editor comes back with the line edits, the copy edits, that's ready to go. But I wrote that back in 2021 too. So that sat on my computer for 3 years, making no money. I have 2 Chase Bakers, and the Chase Bakers take a lot of effort. I have to travel, I have to do research. Those aren't just like, you know, bang them out in 3 to 4 weeks. Those take usually 2 months, sometimes even 3 months. So I have 2 Chase Bakers that are just sitting there that could be published, making me some nice cashish. Or the average amount of cashish. right? Which I'll go over in a second a little bit. In any case, if you're a prolific writer, great. But proliferation doesn't matter if you're not going to get your items to sale. It'd be like if you owned a store and you order, say you own say you own a store that sells pot, right? That's the big thing now, legalized pot. It's not going to do you any good if they ship you your product and you just keep it in the warehouse and like there's nothing for sale. So you got to get it out there. It only makes sense, right? Jesus Christ Almighty, if I do that again, it's taken me a real effort to like not do that right now. It reminds me of when I was in Catholic school. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten through 8th grade. And the nuns would do something like that. They'd say like, don't say like this or like that. It's like this, teacher. It's like that, teacher. And they used to like, oh my God, I just did it. See, it's ingrained. I don't know, they'd make you like put a nickel in a jar or something like that. Or if you said they'd make you like put a nickel in a jar. Probably 20 years before that, they slapped you on the wrist. But when I was in Catholic school, they were starting to get away from that. Corporal punishment. The nuns in those heavy blue habits when it was like 90 degrees out. I don't know how they did it. I do not know how they did it. Jesus. This is the video. Now every one of you is gonna, for the rest of the night, is gonna be aware every time you say Why do these motherfuckers have to come out here now? Every time I'm doing a video, they're on to me. So the point of this video is, don't let anything hang around on your hard drive. Get it out there. Get it out there, and because it's not doing you any good if it's not published. It's almost like then go back to traditional publishing. Because they have no problem hanging on to a manuscript for a year, year and a half, 2 years before they publish it. No problem whatsoever. And then by then the mojo's gone, right? I'm gonna shoot that person. So the next video will be from jail. I'm gonna shoot him right in the fucking... No, I'm just kidding. YouTube, I'm just joking. Stop saying The other thing is, I went to the doctor yesterday and my surgery was a complete success. How about that? They took an x-ray and what had been like a big black section of lung, like right here, which meant it was filled with fluid, is now completely clean. Isn't that awesome? And I feel the difference. I'm running 2 miles a day, intervals. I'm doing like intervals. And I upped my lifting game. Now I'm only about 160 pounds, which is about 20 pounds less than I normally am, but I feel good, I'm gonna have to, but I mean the weight will come back on as time goes on or whatever. I'm not really worried about that. But what an experience having been in the hospital for that long. What an experience. It was something I'd never experienced before, and I never thought I would, because I've always been very healthy. But I'm glad I did it, because now it's like getting into my books a little bit. You'll read about it in, say, a year or a year and a half, if I put the books out on time. It added to my fiction, as it should. Stop umming. Alright, this is the video. It's going to come to an end now because it's starting to bug me even. Check yourself every time you say like, and check yourself every time you do It's really hard. It's really hard. Right now I want to say but I just kept myself from doing it. That's why If my sentences are coming out a little bit stuttered today, it's because I'm conscious of doing the thing or the like thing. I think a total professional will never do and a total professional will never do like. So let's see how professional I can be from this point forward. You notice that guy who was on the tractor is gone. He must have been like, oh, see the look on Xandri's face when I started the lawnmower? It wasn't good. I'm afraid. Alright, that's all I got for you. Don't leave stuff on your computer. It's not doing you any good on your computer. Get it out to market, keep it on the market, and it'll make you money. What did I say I wanted to discuss real quick? Oh, the average you can expect to make from an independent book. I'll talk about that in another day or two. Remind me, will you? Everybody's probably wondering, like, why aren't I making this amount of money, or how come, you know, but it's probably because you're thinking short term and you're looking at your numbers through a microscope instead of a wide lens. To keep saying that. You shouldn't expect wild numbers. You should expect an average number of sales. That'll make you money over the long term. But I'll discuss that in another video. I've already talked about it in some videos, but I haven't updated in a long time, so I'll do that. Okay, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow or the next day. And, like, ciao, ciao.